Okay, everyone, here we are with another thrilling OnShape video queued up, ready to go here. Today, I'm looking at our week 5 folder and meeting Tuesday and Friday this week. And essentially what I want to guide you through right now is the creation of this part right here. So we just looked at a presentation regarding different types of holes, and so now I'd like you to do a little exercise in OnShape and create these parts. I open this up in another tab, open link in new tab, right? And so here it is right here, right? I don't need that one right there. Here it is right here, and I'm going to try to create this part. Now, I looked for a higher resolution image of this piece, but I couldn't find it. This is from PLTW, and those of you in F-period, please notice I have added this, the depth here. That was not there before, and I just took this depth here and pasted it there. Right, so we were missing a depth before for the counter bore, and now we have one, even if it's a little bit deep for such a small hole. But that's okay. It's just an exercise in getting these things in the right place at the right time. So I want to create this in OnShape, and basically, I just need to start by doing a 2 by 5 inch block, but I don't really know the depth. I don't really know the depth of this thing, and so what I did was I looked at this here. This goes down 2 inches. It's blind and it goes down 2 inches. It does not. It's not a through hole, and it goes 2 inches deep. This one's not a through hole either, but it only goes down 1 inch. So my block has to be just at least like 2¼ inches. I'm going to draw this. I'm going to extrude it 2½ inches deep. So I'm going to go 2 by 5 by 2½ to start with. Okay, so I go to OnShape and I create a document. And I'm going to name my document Holes in a Row. Okay, it's going to create my document for me. Now when I look at this piece here, I feel like I'm looking down at the top of an object, which may or may not be the case, but it seems like this is the top. I don't think it's going to matter much in this case here, but I'm going to choose to sketch on the top plane. Okay, I'm going to turn off turn off the view of the various planes, and I'm going to sketch on the top plane. I want it facing right at me, so I'm going to click on the view cube and bring it right towards me. Now, I think I said 2 by 5 by 2½ So I grab this and I create a rectangle, and let's see, that dimension is 5, return. That dimension is 2, return. And that's it. Finish the sketch. And I want to choose that to extrude, and it has to be over 2½ inches. So I'm going to do 2½. It has to be over 2 inches, so I'm going to do 2.5 inches. And finish my extrusion. We should be good to go here. Yeah, so this is where I'm going to put the holes. Now, that being said, where are we going to put them? Well, first thing we're going to have to do is lay down a construction line, because if you look at these holes, what is this one here, right? They're all on the center line. Now, basically what you want to do here is you want to place points first, and then put your holes where you placed your points. Okay, so let's go back here, and let's start a sketch on this face, and zoom in a little bit. Maybe that's too far, right? And start a sketch and choose my line tool and toggle it to construction line. I'm going to find the midpoint just by mousing over. There it is, midpoint. Find the other one over here. There it is, midpoint. It wants to keep drawing, so I hit escape. Now I have a construction line, and here's your point tool right there. Click on it, and there are 4 holes, so I'm just going to put 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the likelihood that I just put those points rather, where they actually should be. It's slim, very, very slim indeed. So I'm going to now dimension them. Right, so I'll go here, and the first one is 3/4 of an inch in from the edge, and then the next one is 1 inch from that one, and then the next two are 1 1/4 inch each from the previous. So this one here has to be 3/4 of an inch from here. So I think I'll press escape to get out of that point tool, and I'm going to go to my dimension tool, which is right here. So I need from here to here to be 0.75 inches. So I just type in 0.75 and I hit return. The next one I think was 1 1/4. No, just 1 inch, right? Let's see. The next one was just 1 inch away from that one. Oops. The next one was 1 inch from here. So my dimension tool is still chosen. From here to here, look, I was 33/1000ths off. 1 inch. That's 1 inch. 1. And then that's 1 1/4, and that's 1 1/4. So from here to here is 1.25. And from here to here is 1.25. Okay, now the points are in the right spots. I can finish the sketch. Okay, now there's my sketch. That's sketch number 2. And what I want to do is I want to put holes where these points are. There, 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 and there. Now sometimes, see, there's my hole tool right there. But I've noticed if my screen is a little bit smaller, hey, where's my hole tool? It's in one of these menus. It's in this one here. So if you can't see your hole tool, find that thing that looks like a tape measure. It's not. Let's just call it a fillet right there. But find this thing, and it's in here. Oh, I chose fillet. We don't want that. Press the arrow next to it, and you get the options here. There's hole right there. And if your screen is nice and big, you can probably see the hole tool to begin with. There it is right there. So there's my hole tool. And I just have to decide, right, what is that? I'm going to put my hole right there. Now, go back to the picture. That is a counter bore hole, right? Counter bore has the straight sides. Counter sink has the angled sides. This is a counter bore hole. The hole itself has a diameter of 1/2 inch and is 2 inches deep. The hole itself has a diameter of 1/2 inch, right? And it's 2 inches deep. Okay. Now, what else? The diameter of the bore, the diameter of the counter bore is 3/4 of an inch, and that goes 1/2 inch deep. So the diameter of the counter bore is 3/4 of an inch, right? 3/4 of an inch, and it goes 1/2 inch deep. And so let's see. The width of the hole's point is 1/2 inch, and the hole itself is 2 inches deep. It's a blind. That means it's not a through hole. It ends at some point that I determined 2 inches down. So blind is correct. It's a counter bore. Within the bore has a diameter of 0.75 inches. We're good to go here with that one. Finish it up and look around. That looks about right. Now the problem is, it's not really a problem, but it might appear to be one. Okay, I'm going to do my next hole. Oh, wait a minute, where? Where'd my construction line go with my points? Well, for some reason that I don't quite understand, I'm sure there's a good reason, but it turns off. Sketch 2 has gone, it's got the slash to the eyeball. You can't see it. Turn it back on. Right, there it is. Right, choose your next point. What kind of hole are we going to do? Well, it's a 1/2 inch all the way through, a counter bore of 1 inch, a diameter of 1 inch at 82 degrees. So it's a 1/2 inch through hole. So this is a 1/2 inch, but it's through. It's not counter bore, it's counter sink. And I think it was 1 inch by 82 degrees was the depth of the bore. Sorry, the sink, the countersink was 1 inch by at 82 degrees. And so 1 inch, 82 degrees, and we are good to go here. There's my next hole. That is a countersink, 1 inch in diameter, and a through hole with these dimensions, right? So it's 1 inch. The countersink is 1 inch in diameter, and the hole itself is a half an inch in diameter, and it goes all the way through. The next one should be pretty quick, right? Look at that one. That's just a half inch through hole. That's just a half inch through hole. So next point, where is it? There it is. Still lit up. That's still on, right? Half inch through hole. That's it. So we just go up here, find the hole tool again. There it is. And we go over here. It's a through hole. It's not countersink. It's simple. It's a through hole. It's half an inch. That's it. That one went fast. Yep. And the last one, let's see what the last one is. The last one is through hole. Nope. It's not a through hole. It's a 1/4 inch hole that goes down 1 inch, and that's 3/8 of an inch, 0.375. 0.375 is 3/8, right? 3/8 as a decimal is 0.375. So that's a 3/8 inch counter bore that goes down half an inch. Okay, so 1/4 inch hole that goes down 1 inch. So this gets a hole right there. Boom, hole tool. Okay, so this is blind. It ends at a depth of 1 inch. I think we just saw, right? I'll double check that. 1 inch, and it's a 1/4 inch hole. 0.25. But it's not simple. Wait, I forget which one it is. What it is here. Yeah, okay, it's a counter bore. So it's a counter bore. Right, so it's not simple, it's counter bore. And the width of the bore is 3/8, and it goes down half an inch. The width of the bore is 3/8, 0.375. You can put that in there, or you can also just write 3/8 here. Right? You can also just do this, 3/8. Right? You can do that too. And half an inch. Let's see if we got it right. So 3/8 of an inch. It goes down half an inch. It's 3/8 of an inch wide, and it goes down half an inch. Okay. How deep is the hole? It's 1 inch deep, and it's a 1/4 inch in diameter. How deep is the hole? It's 1 inch deep, and it's a 1/4 inch in diameter. There, I'm done. So that's cool stuff, right? We've got some holes. You can put threads in them now if we wanted to, but we're not quite there yet. More on that is to come. But there are the holes. And so what I want to do now is show you this, how to do a hole call out. Now, something seems a little bit odd. Sometimes when I do this, it works perfectly and easily, like it should. Other times, it seems to not work that well or at all. So let's hope this is one of the former instances, not the latter. All right, so I clicked plus and I created a new drawing. I chose A paper. I'm going to draw that thing. But you know what I want to do here? I don't really want the front view. I want the top view. I want the top view. And I want it right about here. You'll see why. The front view would just be a plain block with not much there. And I'm more interested in the holes here, not so much the, let's see here. Not so much, wait, let me just escape out of this tool. Right, so really what I want to show you how to do is a sectional view. I know how to put the ISO here and all that. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this dimension tool. And thankfully it's here. Sometimes when I click on that, this seems to not be there. But there it is, the hole call out. Now, before I go there, let me show you something else. Because you can just click on those holes and it'll show the dimensions. But what I want to do here is something called a section view. Okay, so this is going to basically cut this in half, but I don't want to cut it there. I want to cut it horizontally through the holes, and you get a pretty good look at what's going on here. Right? So you scroll until it's in the middle. It lights up when it's in the middle, right there. And now look what we've got right down here. It's a section view. And so that's what the holes look like that we just drilled in our drawing. And now we can go to the dimension tool and choose hole callout and just click on the holes, right? Just click on them, right? So this one here is what? There it is. It's a half inch. It's a half inch in diameter that goes down 2 inches. It's got a counter bore of 3/4 of an inch, and that counter bore goes down half an inch. Okay. That's a little bit messy over there. See if I can move that. Oh boy. I don't think I want that over there. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I just want to put that away from the edge a little bit. This one here, let's see, is my hole callout tool chosen. This one here, it can get kind of crowded up here. I'm going to do it this way. There's the qualities and dimensions of that hole, and here's the qualities and dimensions of that hole, and here are the qualities and dimensions of that hole. Right? So this is how you call out the holes and each one. What does that hole look like from the side? If you cut this piece of whatever this is, cut this piece of wood with a table saw right down the middle, that's what you would see, right? There's our 2-inch deep hole. Here's a through hole. Here's our second through hole. This one has a countersink. This one does not, and this one has a counter bore that's quite deep compared to the hole, but that's okay. We're just working on this stuff. I hit escape to get out of that tool, and that's about it. Okay, thank you very much, and I will talk to you guys soon.